So I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I enjoyed your performance and I'm excited to have you on. Uh,
Oh, to
and
be here.
so to start off, before we get into like your current projects and whatnot, uh, what got you into theater?
Well, I lived above one. With my house. My house was like part of a theatre back home.
Oh, wow.
And they had a lot of like cool artists and comedians come in. So my gonna try not to go off on a spiral here of like different stories of my. Anyway, no, I was in the youth theatre that was there, and then I saw people were getting auditions, and I was like, oh, people are working doing this. This is something you can do for work. Okay, so yeah, I started doing auditions, and I was like lucky enough to the first audition I did was for a TV show, and it was back in like 2010, and I got the part. And it was quite funny because I came out of the audition room and I was like, "I got it, Dad, I got it." And he was like, "No, don't say that, don't do that." But I was like, "No." He like shook my hand. He was like, "Really, like, thanks for coming in." And he was like, "Yeah, that's what they do. That's being polite." But no, I got it, and I was like, haha, yes, this is easy. And then, yeah, and then I did that, and then I had an agent and was getting more work, and it was as a child actor, and then I went to drama school to train, and then I went to did a bit of traveling, and then I came back to drama school, and then COVID hit, which was fun. But yeah, that's how I got into it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing a lot of it was mainly theatre I started in, and then went into TV. Yeah, in comedy. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And so you studied at Rose Bruford College. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And so how did your studies there help improve your skills as an artist?
Definitely expanded on the imagination and physical work of a character, especially like through animal studies. Meisner was really, really helpful. I know quite a lot of, I mean, everyone uses method in a way by, using empathy to like compare the character's situation to theirs. So using Meisner was like a way of being able to listen and actually authentically respond in the moment, and to trust and follow your impulses as well. So being able to do that in a space with other actors and a practitioner watching you, it was really helpful. So you know that nothing was gonna get out of hand. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. But it was good to do it in a safe space and not just outside in the outside world. Um, so yeah, that was really helpful. Um, yeah, I think that because I have ADHD as well, so being able to like ground myself and find grounding techniques in Roseberry Food was also very helpful.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
so you're currently starring in Potter Potter here in Chicago. And so what was your audition process like when you first joined the company?
Um. Oh, I remember it being like 2 or 3 days. It was 2 or 3 days of auditions. Um, the first audition, I remember being really excited. And when it comes to auditions, when you're excited, my energy tends to go like this,
Oh
and I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I feel like for Potted Potter that is good, but it still needs like that groundedness of like where the energy is going, so it's not just like what like you know. So I feel like that. But my first audition was just I walked out of there and I was like, what the heck was that? What were you doing? Like, there was impulses flying all over the place. Like, um, so yeah, but I got a call back for that, and I was really shocked and surprised. I was like, oh great, cool, because it was like my first like comedy, yeah, first like comedy theatre role out of drama school. Um, and then I came back for the recall, and the day went. Well, the day was like 6 hours. Um, because they kept me in and they just started getting P1s to come in and out to read, and I was like, okay, I must be P2 now. They must be giving me this. So yeah, no, that was really fun. And actually being able to, like, the director would tell me something to do with the next one coming in. But like the panel on the first audition, I remember there was like 7 or 8 people on the panel because there's a massive team behind it. There's like quite a few directors, the producers, casting directors. So yeah, it was quite a big panel. But no, they're all really good friends now. So, but at that time, it was like, wow, it's like auditioning for drama school again.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And so, with Potted Potter, how much of it is like improvised and how much is actually scripted? Because like, with it being a two-person play, it's a lot to memorize in itself. So, how much is like actually scripted, and how much do you guys just go for it each night?
um, well, so Joe, well, Joe tends to do a lot of ad libbing. She's really good at improv. Like, I've not met anyone that's like worked with anyone that's good at improv like she is. Like, but sometimes, impulses, I say stuff and that's in the moment. I mean, a lot of it has to be scripted to actually get through the show in a structured manner. So yeah, I mean, all of the characters and stuff, we add our own little twists and turns in the rehearsal process. Like, trying to think of an example. Um, you know what? Before we start the show, I'm always like looking at all the wigs and all the props, and I'm like, "Is this everything? I'm not so sure. I'm not sure. What if a random character comes out of nowhere?" Um, I think Moaning Myrtle was put in for us. That's not in the guys' show.
Really?
And Bellatrix is Strange. Um, yeah. So no, Bellatrix is Strange isn't in that.
I was like, I don't remember seeing Bellatrix.
That's not right. Your next question is, how much did you know about Harry Potter before
Yeah.
doing Potted Potter? Not much.
Well, actually, that was my next question. So,
Was it?
yeah.
Well, there we go. Answered. um, yeah. So I mean, I'm trying to think of the eye bit, and a lot of Quidditch is improvised because you don't know what the audience are going to shout out or give you. Mainly, like, I can improvise when someone shouts something out and I can hear it, and then I can repeat it back so that everyone can hear it, and then to start like taking the mick out of the audience because that's a really British thing. And in Chicago, actually, they've been like the really really great audience for this because when we first got to America like last year, I don't think there was a lot of like pantomime where the places we went, so I don't think they were like quite sure what the task was. Obviously, towards the end, everyone gets into it. But in Chicago, it's like straight away, it's like, yeah! It's like, okay, we're gonna have a good show.
Yeah, I know Chicagoans like we like audience participation. That's what really gets them like rowdy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in Quidditch, people have like actually got up out of their seats with
Yeah.
all the quaffles going everywhere. And did you manage to get a quaffle?
I did, yes. Yes.
Yes. Did you,
And
did you?
then I remember then I was there, the person next to me, either you or Joe, one of you guys made the person next to me a Hufflepuff because they were shouting something random. I don't remember.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But there was like that, and like he was like standing up, like the whole game he was standing up, and like,
Bless. Oh, 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 yeah. It's quite funny, but um, yeah, it's quite a power you have on stage, and you got the audience on your side, um,
yeah.
to be like, oh, let's all laugh at this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And so with this being a two-person play, do you find any difficulties with it being a two-person play? And if so, how did you overcome those when you joined the show?
Oh, um, I don't know. You know what? I write a lot, and I like having like two characters because there's in comedy there's always one, giving, and then there's one receiving. And I think in this show it's really nice to have one giving and one receiving, but it does like go back and forth, or at least Joe thinks that it's going back and forth. So no, I think it really works for this piece, and I genuinely couldn't imagine it with like four people or three. I think that'd be so crazy. We'd probably all smash into each other running around everywhere. Um, but yeah, no, that would be very interesting. Um, I can't I can't imagine it with more than one. Um,
I don't know. One person in Harry Potter, a 70-minute play would be pretty cool. I don't know. I feel
I
like
mean, it'd probably get a bit faster, maybe. I don't know. Could it get faster? No, because there'd just be more talking, so it would be
yeah,
slower. Yeah, it'd be slower,
yeah.
probably.
Well, because when Potted Potter first was a thing, it was only the first five books. It was what, like a 5 or 10 minute adaptation.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was started by two guys, and they went along the queue for the people queuing up for the Harry Potter books, and they were like, you know what, we can just like make a full show about this, and like every time a book came out, they added to it and they added to it, they added to it, and then they took it up to Edinburgh Fringe. Have you been to the Edinburgh Fringe?
No, I've not even been outside the US. I want to go so bad. There's so many good
Oh
movies.
yeah, that's the place to go for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Defo. Well, and the West End, but Edinburgh Fringe
Yeah.
is probably like where you'll see all the stuff like that's gonna go to the West End, and
I
it's
want
like
to study abroad for I want to study abroad when I go to college, and London's like my top place I want to go for like the West End and like the Fringe. So,
yeah. Well, where would you want to go? Would you want to go to like a drama school and
yeah, probably. I know Paranormal Activity is on West End right now, and I saw that show here in Chicago.
wow.
And it's the like one of the best plays I've ever seen and stuff.
I mean, I've only seen one. There's been like a bit of like stuff that I was like, nah, in the West End. I think it's depending on like what, because there was a backlog. Like there was like 17 shows waiting to get into one theater in the West End. Because
Yeah,
I was like,
normally for Broadway, it's around like 30 to 40 people on the list.
yeah, that's crazy. The only Broadway show I've ever seen was last year. I got the train up to New York from Philadelphia, on my rest day. Saw Our Town.
Oh, with Jim Parsons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you get to sit on the stage in Broadway. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's how. There's two or three shows on Broadway where you can sit on stage right now.
That's
There's
just so
because
wild.
there's Cats the Jellicle Ball, which there's like a runway show with cats. Uh,
Oh, okay.
it's
Well,
like
real cats?
no, it's like Cats the Musical, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
but like adapted for like a runway. Yeah, not
I'm
actually.
just imagining like cats walking down a
Yeah.
catwalk. Yeah.
And then there's the Daniel Radcliffe solo play.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah. I've seen
That
one
actually looks really good, and
clips of that.
that's been in the Fringe a couple times.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, it started in the
Oh,
Fringe.
oh, cool. What, he started it in the fringe?
No,
No, someone else.
it was four people, and they were like they would swap out each night, uh, like
Oh,
to
that's
do the
cool.
show. So I think it's still playing at the Soho Playhouse. Is that a thing in London? I don't know. Soho,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's still playing there. But yeah,
Wow. Okay, no, that's on my list to see when I get back.
yeah. So are you in Chicago? Are you leaving the States after you run in Chicago?
Yeah, yeah. So we're here till the Sunday. We're here till Sunday, and then we fly back. I actually leave on my birthday, which
Oh
is
wow.
get a plane on my birthday, which will be fun. Um,
Going
yeah,
through airport
all
security.
alone as well because
I,
we're all
I,
going off to different places.
oh, I just say going through the airport security line on your birthday would the perfect gift.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll be treated well at
Oh
least.
yeah. At least a 2 to 3 hour wait. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
Yeah.
as you mentioned, along with being on stage, you've done a lot of screen walk, like just William, Entrance, No Exit, and so like for you, do you prefer being on stage or on screen? Because those are two completely different things, and and you have to do a bunch of different things with each one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it depends what kind of genre it is on screen. Because I filmed a recent like Apple pilot episode that's like getting worked into possible series, and that was very like uh, slapstick kind of big, um, big acting. Like that kind of comedy required like big energy, which I find very easy.
Yeah.
So it was that was great. That was great. Um, but on the but on the other hand, I mean, I think it's like an ego thing. Like when there's a like, it's it's taking yourself out of the job and being like, okay, well, I know I'm not like I'm very good at sitting still. However, this is the role that requires it. How can I make myself do that? You know. So I think. Oh, now I've worked myself into a tangent. Now I've um, I think stage is always great because it's different every night, and you get to. It's not finalized, you know. You get to keep developing it and developing it, and after every show here, I'm doing this show for 3 years, but I'm finding new things every day,
Yeah.
which I love. So,
So you're
um,
gonna continue with the show once you're done in Chicago then?
well, I hope so. Yeah, it depends where they send us next.
And has that always been with Joe?
Yeah, yeah. We've had swings. We've had one girl that's learned both our parts.
Wow.
So in case we go off, like I ran into the wardrobe in Philadelphia, no, Cleveland, and I smashed my nose
Oh,
on the wardrobe. Actual for real, for real. And yeah, I had to go to the hospital. Yeah, that
so
hospital bill was not nice.
yeah. Was that during the show then?
Huh?
Was that during the show?
Yeah, during
Oh
the show.
wow.
Yeah, I just carried on with a concussion.
Yeah. That's not, yeah.
It made the show a lot more entertaining for the
Oh, I bet
audience.
yeah.
So yeah,
A
thanks.
little more off the rails, I guess. What advice would you give to younger performers who want to pursue acting professionally?
I would say, don't be afraid to ask for help, um, and always trust your gut when something feels off. Um, but stay true to yourself. I mean, that sounds very dreamy, but what I mean by that is you will work with a lot of different people, like ages and stages in their career, and I think just trust that you trust your instincts, go for your instincts, and then always listen to the director and whatever they like. Really listen to what they're offering, and if you don't completely get it, ask what they mean. So then you can put it into your own words, take it, spell it back to them. This is just my advice. I think some people go, yeah, that's just 101. But I'm like, yes, but, some people go, yeah, 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 got it. And then they will do something that was not what the director
Yeah.
said. So it's like, I've done it before. And they'd be like, that's just not. And then, like, it gets to, like, the last day of rehearsal. And you're like, oh, I got it. I wish I got that sooner. Because then now it's getting to the juicy bit. And then with film, that's even more important because you don't get any rehearsals. So it's like really good to know, be on it with film and TV. Like,
Yeah.
know exactly. You got to have that full grasp. You can't just walk into the rehearsal like the read through day and yeah. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, for
And
sure. That
always
actually,
ask the actors for help as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. That actually wraps up the interview today. I'd like to thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.